For Mike, hunting is about more than just the pursuit. A lifelong hunter, it's always been about family, tradition, and the memories made along the way.
So for me in Pennsylvania, as a young man, my father certainly wanted me to tag along. He had been going up to a camp of one of his best friends, and that camp was started back in the Great Depression.
Hunting has been a lifelong passion for Mike, one passed down through generations. But there was always one dream hunt he had yet to experience: Saskatchewan.
And ever since I was a young man, all the hunting videos I ever watched, Saskatchewan to me was like, it just, the way it would look on video to me was like just this otherworldly adventure. And, you know, I saw other places, but that particular place just seemed remote. And of course the deer get bigger because it's colder. When I was younger, I remember telling my father, you know, one day, Dad, we got to go there. You know, it was like a pipe dream.
It was a dream that seemed far away until the perfect opportunity arrived.
And then I remember saying, you know what, for my father's 75th, I'm going to save, and we're going to go to Saskatchewan. And that was my dream. And I wanted him to go with me.
From the moment they arrived, Mike and his father knew they had found something special.
Lake, and my father, you know, he looked like a little kid. I was driving and I just looked over. He was so excited. He looked at me and he said, you know, who cares what the rest of it's like, but the trip up here and just how remote this is and the place that this camp sits on, we've already won, you know, and that's how we approached it.
The lodge felt like home. The guides treated them like family, and the hunt was just about to begin.
Farron was right there, and you know, we're huggers. She's a hugger. Big hug, and we introduced ourselves, and she got to meet my father, and we met Diane and Mario and Ed and Dave, obviously brothers, and just real welcoming, beautiful camp. I mean, Sabbath. Could you pick a more beautiful place in the world for that camp to sit on? I mean, turn around, you're looking at a beautiful lake and the bush behind it and around it. Is it like what I remember in the videos? And when the sun came up, it was that in 100 times more. It was just the most beautiful landscape, and you know, the woods were alive. You know, the deer were already moving.
It was everything he had imagined and more.
This beautiful buck came in from my right, and I knew it was the one, you know, one I was looking for and wanted to harvest. That deer was on alert, but he was following the does, and he slipped up a little bit. And I was able to harvest them, and just on a beautiful day. And sure enough, that was, you know, like they said, he came out in the sun. And but biggest deer I ever harvested in my life, most beautiful rack. I mean, I was so excited.
The hunt of a lifetime had come full circle.
It was a deer that I, in my mind, envisioned from Saskatchewan, and that dream happened. And that's because of the people and the outfitter and everything they do to ensure your success. And without them, that wouldn't have been possible. And I'll never forget it as long as I live.
For Ed and Farron and their team at Elusive, it's not just about the deer. It's about the experience, the people, and helping their hunters create memories that last a lifetime.
We got some pictures and celebrated a little bit, and then went back to camp. And obviously that was a fun night, telling stories and sharing it over dinner with everyone. And yeah, everyone was just generally really happy for me, which made me feel good. You know, when I left the first year, I remember Ed and Dave and Farron and Diane and Mario, everyone that was there. You know, I told them, I said, this was such a wonderful experience for Dad and I, and he did the same. And I said, we'll be back. I said, just loved it, enjoyed it.
Ready to discover why hunters like Mike keep coming back to Saskatchewan and to Elusive Outfitters year after year? Book your next hunt with us and find out.